We're dead. We're dead.
Oh, what happened? We're Misty.
Misty, play Misty for me. Play Misty for me, please, Clint Eastwood. I might watch that. That's a good film. Play Misty for me, Clint Eastwood, please. I beg of you. I really want to hear Misty.
Misty moments.
Misty moments.
That's my nickname at school.
What you can't see is some of the hardcore fans, the bumlick elite, as I like to call them privately. Actually, I shouldn't have said that in public. That was rude. Will know. Look how tidy that is. Look how tidy. Gatford spotted. First one to spot the mirror. Yes. Facebook Marketplace, £25.
And of course, the mirror allows you to see the disco ball. Which
there we go. Which has never really been seen and might actually go.
Oh.
No, I know. I'm clearing. There's so much. This for about 2 weeks. I've had on my whiteboard in the kitchen shelves, and what that means is, thank you, Scott Woodthorpe. What that means is clear all the shelves. Read this brilliant Jacqueline Hall, I think her name is, wrote a brilliant book about coping with ADHD, and one of the things she says is, I get if I have too many things on shelves, I will never clean that shelf.
Yes. And
too many things make me uncomfortable. So she said I have clear shelves wherever possible, and so for weeks I've had shelves. And I was going to do one shelf at a time because it's quite stressful. And I did some shelves in the other room, and then yesterday I did it. I went, and then I thought a mirror. So I looked for a mirror. Mirrors are very expensive. I was happy to pay £25 for that.
That's a bargain.
That's a bargain because mirrors like 85, 100 quid.
Yeah.
I'm also happy to pay a gentleman £25 to come and hang it properly. He's coming on Saturday to hang it. Because I can't really do that. I could, but it would annoy me. It would be messier. It would take longer than it needs. £25. So it's £50 for the mirror, basically. Still half of what you pay in John Lewis.
Totes.
This side has not been done. I've moved some stuff. You'll notice there's no books in this gap between mirror and Catherine's head. There were some books. They've gone on the bookcase, although the bookcase is now full. But this is happening maybe today, but I'm not going to put myself under any pressure. Maybe at the weekend. That might be at the weekend. And I tell you why. And the hat stand's gone. The hat stand's gone. The costumes are in a wardrobe. We can still play. We can still dress up and play, Katherine. They're in a wardrobe.
For that.
But the hat stand is gone. It's in the garage. I mean, it's all in the garage, basically. Some of it's in the bin. There was if you move this way, so sorry, my darling. If you move over here, keep coming. No, this way. You can just see feather duster. That's going in the bin, right? Feather duster. I put that in the bin yesterday. Put that in that bag yesterday. I woke up this morning, the feather duster was on my bedroom floor.
Ghost.
I've bought a plug-in to calm the cats down, and I think maybe it was the plug-in has made them inspired to get high. I bought a plug. I didn't get Feliway in the end. I got another one that's herbal, and the guy in the shop said, I went to a shop and it was a really nice pet shop, like pet goods shop, and the guy is so enthusiastic. I've got no idea how he's still surviving in 2021, but he's so enthusiastic. And he said, because this is a herbal one, he said, this will relax you too when the cats get too naughty. And I went, yes, man.
When they get too naughty.
Yes, man. So I've got that. It stinks. But I've got that in the hope. You can't drill a hole. You can't spell a hole.
Oh, no. Embarrassing.
So who's coming off worse here? I know which one is I would rather be able to do. So I got the cat thing because Big Boy's, some of you may miss this, Big Boy's being a pain in the ass and may actually have to go.
Aggressive, let's be honest, aggressive. Yesterday, I went into the living room and Big Boy was squaring up to Lucky, who was in there minding her own business, just having a little nap.
They've wet themselves
So her ears were back and I said, out. I kicked him out of the living room, came back in here and he was straight back in. Yeah. And there was an almighty fight. So he was determined to start on her yesterday.
So I'm trying some things. I'm going to plug in here. I'm going to get a plug in from upstairs and some rescue remedy for cats. And we'll see how that goes. I'm also I've split the bowls up in the kitchen, so there's 2. I mean, not that far, but there's 2, and
There's
then there's
space.
3. So there's a little bit of distance. So we'll see. I've also hurt my back. This is being used. I've hurt my back. But so this is like, this tidying up, and this mirror is going to look great when it's hung up. I thought it was too big, but actually no, it's perfect. And wow, what was their second?
I don't give an F. Again, not spelling that right.
No, F-hole. I don't give an F-hole.
Rude, off your pop, love.
Goodbye. Get out of here.
Have schools broken up early?
I can drill a hole and hang stuff, but not very easily. I'm not very practical like that. I did it in that room to hang a big poster, but it took a long time. Here's the thing, I can do it. What am I adjusting myself to? Justify myself. I can do it, but I'm not very confident doing it. And I'm happy to pay 25 quid to a man to come and do it.
Because if you're going to do it properly in a way that's not going to... Because that's quite a heavy thing. You won't know this until you grow up and get your own place. But when you've got something heavy like that, you've got to make sure that you're not pulling the wall down. Also, if you notice there, this is a fireplace. So that is brick.
And you will notice...
but you'll understand that when you grow up.
Iron t-shirt, iron shirt. Collar's not so hot on this one. I ran out of spray starch and I couldn't bother to go to the kitchen to get another one. But... iron. So this for me is symbolic of a year coming to the end. The Nothing Is Real Beatles podcast guys made a great thing. They said if you look at the Beatles year by year, it doesn't really work. If you go 62 to 63, 65 to 60, it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
If you shift the beginning of the year to June and do it June 64 to June 65, June 65 to June 66. He said they say it makes much more sense in terms of their evolution. And it without boring you too much.
It does.
Really does. And so I'm considering, I don't know why I said that. Well, I'm considering I know why. So I lost my job at Talk Radio June the 2nd, I think it was. And we are approaching June the 2nd again. So I'm shifting my year from June to June. And so this is now, okay, let's get to the point. This symbolises to me the end of our wonderful, wonderful year on Twitch. It's the end of that year coming up. We're moving to Patreon. You all know that, guys. And this symbolises the end of... What spray starch? It's starch in a spray. This symbolises the end, for me, of our year of Twitch, where it was all very visual. It was all... I wanted stuff behind us. The puppets are in the garage. You can take your puppet if you want your puppet. The puppet's... Your trophy is in the garage. You can take your trophy for the best person on the internet. You can take your puppet. You can do whatever. You shove them up your arse for all I care.
There it is.
really.
There it is. I was waiting for that.
If you notice, I've got rid of the picture of my boy there. That's my dad
me.
and a horse.
Oh, there.
That's my dad
I'm
and a
not the
horse.
dad and the horse.
This is the end. This is the end of our year of Twitch, where it had to be very visual and stuff. I am realising particularly doing a few radio shows, and I think we're going to do one again on Sunday night, 8 till 10, because it leads in nicely to Bezic, and it just guarantees that we've pushed over our hours. This show will take us over our hours, but that just really guarantees we've done our 60 hours. It doesn't have to be...
Can I just answer this? Is Twitch not better for discoverability for yous, says Jakey B?
No.
No.
Look, we've got 220 viewers, and the Twitch stats... they're kind of made up. When we were getting the thousands, it wasn't really real. Some of it was real, some of it wasn't. They're very, very inaccurate. So we're going to do it here. We're going to do it on YouTube. I'm really excited to see what YouTube, where it takes us. Anyway, this symbolises the end of the Twitch year, the end of having to have everything crammed in, everything visual, pictures, everything going on like that. And this is the beginning of the Patreon era. And actually, I've done a couple of radio shows on here with no pictures at all.
Good.
The visuals are not that important, and not really my medium.
There is a subtle difference between this, what we're doing now on Twitch, and what will happen once we have a paywall. In that we no longer have to convince people. If they like it, they'll stay.
Yeah.
If they don't, they won't. And the other great thing is that once you get behind the paywall, everyone's there because they want to be.
Everyone's there because they want to be. And I am thrilled to say, and I can find where the stats are stored. We're going to go deep into the computer's
to the mainframe.
The mainframe. We're
insane in the mainframe.
We're going to the database in the mainframe. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 546 Patreons. We are 4 away from our May target. Our May target of 550. Amazing. Plus, it should get rid of the idiots that spell hole like hole. You're absolutely correct. Although I do think when we go to YouTube, we will get a lot of racists and white supremacists. So hold on.
It'll be the KKK hour for 45 minutes before we close the door. Yeah.
Hold on. Hey, listen, if the racists want to pay, I'll happily take white money. I will happily take it. I will take money of any colour, but if the racists want to pay, I'll take it. But you got the pink pound. Someone make a joke about the racist pound, please.
The silver dollar.
I don't get it.
That's for old people. So, pink pound, silver dollar, and
pink pound means
gay. No.
Is that I always read it as that?
No.
I always read it as a slightly homophobic.
No, it's the fact that gay men traditionally have more of a disposable income because they've not got children to raise.
Well, no, gay people are more traditionally like pink. Otherwise, where does the pink come from? It's a homophobic term.
I don't think it is. It's one that they...
And that's why we are such great, because we're not agreeing with each other. Let me explain why I think it is, because traditionally gay men, maybe make a special racist tier of £50. That's not a bad idea. Traditionally, gay men like pink, and I always thought it was pink pound.
Wow. Gosh, you took it there.
Okay, but you explain why it's not not homophobic. This is great. We're having a. I'm going to open up the phone lines because we're having a debate, Katherine.
Because it's been owned by the gay community. They know that people are after it.
Gays can still be homophobic. We've got. David says, "Are there people there? Did I Skype to nobody that saw my message?"
What?
Okay. We got a voice message. As we always say, could be racist. We've not heard this. Let's have a listen.
Hi, it's Visionary Soup from the chat. I mean, haven't been in the chat because I've been in work.
Visionary Soup. I recognise the name. Nice to hear the voice.
You asked us to call and sort of leave a message as to what we were doing. I think I'm supposed to be in bed.
Oh, she's listened to the podcast where I said in the podcast...
You should be in bed.
It's worked. I said in the podcast yesterday, it's worked for one person.
Anyway, ta-ta for now.
TTFN. This full audio...
Oh, you're very whistly, my ears. Very sibilant. Speaking like that.
Something has happened to the sound, but I cannot get involved in that right now, Katherine. Please.
Okay, so
I'm
just
trying
so
to
you
entertain
know,
the kids.
Just so you know, I will be suing you when I'm deaf.
Pardon? I love doing that to my boys because my boys will start. I will be every freaking time. And now from 2 days ago. If I can turn down here, from 2 days ago, the full audio of the show is going up to the £6.66 and above tiers on Patreon. So it is. Anna Live, why is your name in my brain? Oh, you signed up and then you sent us. You sent me a message? You sent a message. And I just read it. That's why your name is in my brain. She sent a message explaining why she'd left Iain Lee Patreon. You don't need to explain why you leave it. And how she was looking forward to the Iain and Katherine Patreon. And yes, she is a bumlick.
And she's allowed to say that, you see.
Yeah, that's not homophobic.
No, the bumlick community are allowed to own that.
Straight people like bumlicking as well.
Turns out it's very fashionable.
Very, very fashionable. As well. I got a...
They don't call it licking though, do they? They call it eating. What are you sitting on there?
I got hot water because I hurt my back. This is fun. This is life. So remember yesterday I said, I think there was something I wanted to say to you, but I forgot what it was. Oh, we got a voice message.
Did you just listen to that?
No.
Hello, it's Deb. I'd like to claim a band, please. 07961.
Whoa! Don't say
What's he
it!
doing?
That was during the show yesterday. Let's call Deb back. Did we get Deb? Did Dev Hallahan? What's wrong?
Dev Hallahan, it's loud.
It's loud. Yes.
I'm not deaf yet.
Huh?
I'm going to extract one.
Amy claimed the Supremes in her voicemail. We don't do it via voicemail. Oh. Hello, Deb.
Hello.
We're so sorry.
Right,
we missed. Please be quiet. Please be quiet. This is important. Katherine missed your call yesterday.
What?
I have discovered it in my files. Imagine if there was a man. His last name was Files and his first name was Peter.
I'm sure it's happened.
I'm going to have a look on Facebook in a bit.
There's certainly a Peter Biles. I'm not saying.
But it doesn't sound like Peter. Deb, it's lovely. Amy says you want Devo. Okay, what were Devo doing in the 60s?
No,
nothing.
Devo, as in devastated. You need to
should be
stay
Deva.
with the kids.
How can we, Deb? Please show respect to our callers. Respect our callers.
I am, by turning my snot away and targeting it towards your stuff.
With respect. You've really, we are 23 minutes into the show and you've really buggered it up for us. So,
sorry.
It's okay. Apology accepted. That takes a great human being to be able to apologise.
Or like just someone who's always messing up and is just used to apologising. Yeah,
Deb,
yeah.
What about, I like your vibe, Deb. I like your style.
What do you want?
Okay, what do I want?
Justice.
When do you want it?
Now.
When you're ready.
I want a 60s band. I was going to ask for the Hollies, but I think most of their good stuff was in the 70s. So I tell you what, guys, I ain't too proud to beg for the Temptations.
Okay.
Oh.
First of all, the Hollies' best stuff was in the 70s. Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress.
Well, yeah, maybe.
I'll give you. Sometimes all I need is the air that you breathe and to love you. It's two things. I'll give you that, but Carrie Ann. On a Carousel, Bus Stop, written by Graham Goldman from 10cc.
Hey,
King Midas in Reverse.
Gosh, well, I don't mind.
So do you want the Temptations, or now do you think the Hollies, because Ian's bullied you into admitting
I've not bullied.
I'll go Temptations, please.
Good, well done. You passed the test. Because if you'd have gone back to the Hollies, I'd have said no.
Yeah.
No.
And the Temptations would have been devoed.
What would your kids call the Temptations, Katherine?
The Temptationists.
No, surely the Temptators.
Temptators. Yeah. Or they accused their dad of trying to temptate them yesterday. He was quite devastated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He tried to temptate them with what?
Well, because I was going out to my friend's house, and there was food prepared, but it would have required preparing. He suggested he was going to take them to KFC, and my youngest said, "Are you trying to temptate us so we like you more than mummy?"
Can we time Izzy out for 2 minutes, please?
It didn't work because the other one wanted a McDonald's.
Oh God! Well, that's
they had neither.
Can we time Izzy out for 2 minutes, please? For she's inciting rebellion. Thank you. No, Amy.
Oh.
Amy, I said 2 minutes. Amy's insane-y. 2 minutes, please. Thank you, Mandy. Amy, do we need to... Because Izzy is... I like Izzy a lot. I've met Izzy a couple of times at various Monkeys-related events. So we have that. We have that bond.
Well, not anymore.
But I will not have you stirring it up. It's already very fractious between us and our fans. I will not have you stirring it up. Amy, we're going to have to send you back to mod camp, I'm afraid. I asked for a 2 minute timeout. You went for a 600-second timeout. I can't do the maths. I don't know what that means. We cannot allow that, Amy. Mandy, thank you.
Yeah, she's going to have to go peel potatoes for a bit.
Deb, you have the Temptations.
Thank you very much. Are we going to do the 70s? Because that's going to be tougher. But anyway, brilliant. Thank you.
How does she know how has she worked out our cunning plan to do this? How does she know that? That's
some of these people are managing to invade our brains.
It's almost as if we're very, very predictable. Let me just get I saw on the comments of the Patreon page that Sidrat, who owns Simon & Garfunkel, he's made a very generous offer saying that we can play Simon & Garfunkel on our show for £500. So
what?
I like it. We will not be doing the 1950s I'm Told to Twitch because all music in the 1950s was pony. It was awful. So we won't be touching that, just in case anyone wants Bill Haley. 0203 286 637 is the telephone number.
Don't mention Bill Haley to us.
Remember that
Yes.
sexual deviant that got very angry because I argued that Bill Haley didn't invent rock and roll?
Yeah, that's weird.
And he sent me a load of, sent me too many CDs. It was an
he was trying
50.
to insist, no, you will have this and you will admit that I'm right.
Nandi has to let Boney M go. You have to let Boney M go. You have to let Boney M go. Gatford let Boney M go a long time ago.
Along with everything else. Gatters?
Hello.
Hi.
Were you just finishing off then?
No, I was just enjoying your banter, your bands. I was enjoying.
We are on Gatford. Let's just hang on a second. We are on top form this morning.
Yeah, we're the Bantosaurus Rex.
We are on top form, partly because I've taken some Nurofen to ease my back pain, so I'm high as a kite, baby.
And partly because I'm absolutely exhausted.
No, high as a kite, baby.
You are winning the banter song.
Sees Dead Peeps says Balls, Johnny Be Good, 1958. Yep, lousy song. Next.
One song. Just checking, with the bands from the 70s, does someone who requested and got a band in the 60s need to reclaim that band, or do they carry on if the band carried on?
How are you sucking the fun out of this at
First-
10:27
I'm just
a.m.?
asking.
First of all, I apologise, genuinely apologise, because every time you come on and you say something really dumb, I blaspheme. And I know that you're a Christian. This is a genuine apology, and I'm really conscious every time.
Go for it. Go
No.
for it, yeah.
I'm not going to go for what? You want me to go for
Get
saying it? No, every
get
time
out
you come
your
on, I go, Jesus. And,
He forgive you.
well, he better do, otherwise he's a hypocrite. But I'm aware. As I'm growing and learning, I'm aware that. So I apologise that, and I'm aware of it. Secondly,
Thank you.
just fuck off.
Whoa!
I mean, really.
Not apologising for that, then.
No, I'm not apologising for that. Listen, have we got to the 70s? We're arguing about something we haven't even done yet.
Look, yesterday I was pulled before the court of public opinion, and the rules were not clear, and I just check in on the rules.
Okay.
Oh,
The thing is, Gatford, the question, the answer to your question lies within.
No, it doesn't. It lies here.
No, it doesn't. Okay,
I am watching, Kath. I can see you.
Will people have to reclaim bands in the 70s that they've got in the 60s?
Signs point to yes.
The 8-ball is right, because that's what they have to do. Of course you... Listen, Alistair, who is a real troublemaker at the moment, who has the kinks, right? He's got 60s kinks. He does not have any claim on Lola, which is 70s kinks, or any of their crappy albums from the 70s. He does not have... Please be quiet. He does not have claim on Soap Opera by the Kinks. He does not have claim on Preservation Act Part 1 by the Kinks. He does not have claim on Muswell Hillbillies by the Kinks. He does not have claim on Preservation Act 2 by the Kinks. Do you understand now?
I do, and my concern is Pink Floyd in the 60s didn't make a lot of money. In the 70s, they were rolling in it.
I'm sorry.
I thought this was about the music, not about the money.
It sounds like
it's
Anonymous. Gatford Anonymous is dissing his band.
No.
You've got 60s Pink Floyd, right?
I'm purely stating fact. There's no comment there.
You're not
on
spitting
the
facts on this
ability. Show. I'm looking purely at hit
So
making.
close to
I'm sure
removing.
Dogface Dave will back me up. Pink Floyd 60s, not as popular as Pink Floyd 70s.
Okay, and your point is?
I might miss out on the Spondoolies.
Okay, and? He's gone. There we go. He's deep and crisp and even, like my Findus pancakes. 0203 286 6370. Mandy is going for it. Well done, you. I don't see what's happened, but I appreciate your service. Appreciate your service. We are still giving away 60s bands. We will tell you when we're giving away 70s bands. I'm so angry, I'm going to play some adverts now for the plebs.
Do it.
So bloody angry. 3-minuter. Get that inside your chili chops. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. Quoford, says Mick Hughes. Could be, who knows?
It should be Pinkford.
Yes, I remember it well. So basically the clearing up is symbolic of a year coming to an end and a new one beginning. This is going to be a light room. It's going to be life. It's going to be joy. It's going to be love. Not that's for upstairs only. Some people do it on the kitchen table, and that to me is unhygienic.
Ask him to leave.
Yeah, well, it's true. It's a good point, actually.
Rude.
And then he made a very funny joke, but it would have offended people that I know, so I didn't make it. But the joke would have been... Cheers. Oh, I found it.
That was a hot one you dodged there.
In the great clear out, I found... I got post. I found 2 bits of treasure. And... 2 bits of treasure.
Yeah.
And first of all, I was going to... Let me get my headies on. You can see the treasure. You can see the treasure. I'm gonna, first... Oh.
Dropped.
Drop treasure. That's right, I get it.
Is that a sports sock?
No.
Okay. Good.
You know what this is.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
And I put this in the bin. I went...
Ooh, that's an artefact.
This is an artefact. Who knows what this is? Who knows what this is? Who knows what this is? I remember there being more blood on it. Maybe this isn't... This is the original. This is the original. Because it... Who remembers what this is?
A lot of it ended up on the shirt, didn't it?
Who remembers what this is? Do you remember? It's the owl bandage.
Yes.
It's the owl bandage. This is the bandage I wore when I was attacked by an owl. And I was attacked by an owl. I wasn't. I said it because I had fallen down a well and I craved the attention.
Well, but no. Here's what was can I tell him the real reason?
Yeah.
Because after he came out of the jungle, every time he burped, it would be in the flipping entertainment pages. So we wondered whether there was anything that was too far-fetched. They'd go, yeah, that's not true. Turns out, no, there wasn't. So
the well thing was true. The owl thing was made up. Except now, here's the exclusive.
There was a proper investigation into the well thing, wasn't there, by Milton Keynes newspaper?
Yes, there was. But here's the thing: the owl attack was real. I said it wasn't real because I was getting too much. I was getting dizzy. It was getting too much attention. It was getting scary. I wanted people to stop prying into my private life. So I came out and went, the owl attack was fake because I crave attention. A little bit of after story, end of story. But the owl attack, and this is exclusive. The owl attack, and she will back you up. The owl attack was real. The owl attack was real. That is real blood from an owl attack. So that was real. So we've got
pictures of you outside hospital in a wheelchair, so you couldn't fake that.
Yeah. Paris says, come on, the well thing, I still can't believe it. Well, you believe it. Wells are very dangerous. But then I found, oh no, you can see. No, I got it. Then I also found this, Mr. Lego, written by my son. And my son, who is now 11.
Flap it right over and then
I got it. My son, who is now 11, I phoned him up last night. He's doing a Lambda level 4.
Right.
So he rehearses his Lambda pieces for me.
That's
and
what...
brilliant.
Lambda is the what?
London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts. I think it's London. Anyway, he's brilliant. Him and my 9-year-old are brilliant. They perform this bit of prose and poetry, and then you ask them about assonance. What does assonance mean? I don't know what assonance means. He knows. Anyway, can we tie Michael Ward 82 out, please? Owl attack, bet it was a pigeon. No. So he wrote a book. So I phoned him up last night and said, I found this book, eldest son. I'm going to read it to you, and if you can tell me who wrote it. And this was written by him when he was like about 6. No, maybe a bit older, slightly older writing. Once there was someone called Mr. Lego. He was probably the biggest Lego fan ever. You can see where his mind was at. Mr. Lego's friends think he's greedy, very greedy, about Lego. Mr. Lego says, I'm not greedy about Lego. For instance, if someone did not give him Lego for his birthday, he would go crazy. That did really happen. His bed is even made of Lego. Mr. Lego had a problem. All the Lego shops in the world have sold out of Lego. He even searched in outer space. Anyway, I read this to my son. He went, I don't know who wrote that. I said, you wrote it. And we had a good old laugh about growing up and being kids. 0203 286. What is going on the chat today?
People are being daft.
Oh, come on. Don't use those words. Don't use those words when we're talking about my beautiful children, for goodness sake. I missed the
There is one rule. There is one rule on this stream, and some people are forgetting what it is.
There it is. There it is in big.
Please
big,
stop
big
it.
Letters. Brown Eyes Dolly, have you made any decision about Big Boy yet? No. I've bought some potions. I've got a plug-in which really stinks. I had it by my bed yesterday. Oh, I bought like a herbal thing to calm everybody down. And I sent you pictures of the other cats who were like just zonked out, man. So I've got one here and one for upstairs, and I'm getting some rescue remedy for cats. And we're going to see. We're going to see. I'm not making any rash decisions. I would be heartbroken if I had to get rid of him. It really would be a dark day, and I would consider it a personal failure. So no decision has been made. The decision has been made. The decision is we're going to try everything we can. I've split the bowls up. Cat therapy. Split the bowls up, and we're going to see what happens. Do the plugins work for fighting sibling humans? I believe they might do. 0203
They don't.
286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. A few things I have to say to you.
Yes, I'm awake. Good morning, lovely jubbly.
Bill's had his fill of young males.
So I've forgotten what that one was. Yes, indeed. So it sounds like Mario. I've got loads of clips of Charles Martinet, who is the voice of Mario, going, "It's Iain Lee." But I've got no idea. Actually, I do. They're on here somewhere. I've got no idea how to access them. I wonder if
you have to find a box and hit it with your head.
I have to jump on a mushroom. Mario. No, none of these files will work because I haven't got the hard drive with which there would be. Anyway, that's not them. So that's that. That's the end of that fantasy. Also, for time, we're giving away bands, and
yes,
it's gonna be a bush. We're on fire at the moment.
I think we are cooking.
Sign up to Patreon, you dicks. Is that how you do it?
I'm not sure that says
That's not how you
temptate.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's go hard and go large with Craig. Hello, Craig.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Hello, Craig.
I've got a technicality question on claiming a band.
Yes.
Do they have to have released a record in the 60s?
60s bands?
Or can they be formed in the 60s and then they release records?
Tell me the band you're thinking. Let's just get straight to the chase.
Okay, that's the second question. Can I have Monty Python?
What?
Okay, we're not giving away comedy troupes.
But they release musical records.
Me and Katherine have released a musical record. We're
we
not
a
band.
band.
Well, you weren't based in the 60s.
Neither were Monty Python.
Well, yeah, the TV show came out in the 60s.
Came out in 69.
Yeah.
They released their first record in 70, I think.
That's what I was asking.
This is like going into a butcher shop and asking for a chair. Arguing is not going to get us to produce a chair.
They have chairs in butchers' shops. Of course they do. The butchers have to sit down.
Yes.
The butchers have to sit down.
It's
but they're not selling the chairs. They sell butchers and meat, right? Meat products.
Meat man, yeah.
And poultry. Sorry, Craig, you're still wanging on. What did you say?
It's like going into a butcher's shop now and booking your Christmas turkey. You're allowed to do that.
It's nothing like that. You're asking us for a product we are not set up to provide.
Just having to unmod Mandula and time her out.
So I wasn't asking for I was checking the rules on.
The rules are no, you can't, and you cheeky monkey, go away. I've timed Mandula out. I've unmodded Mandula.
Wow.
I've timed her out.
Wow.
Because she's gone. The Monkeys were a TV show, though. Yes, they were a TV show. They were also a band.
5 Star were a comic strip. They were also a band.
Sorry, Mandula. I will mod you again after your 10 minutes are up. I've worked out what 600 seconds is.
Nice.
But until then, just have a little think. Right? Got a little bit too big B for your B. Big for your boots.
Dearie me.
Amy, you're chief mod for the next 9.5 minutes.
Enjoy that power.
We're screwed. That poor kid ain't got a clue. Oh, they can... Oh.
Yeah. This is like putting that man with the moustache in a green overall and telling him he's the medical team. We're referring to the Blackpool documentary.
Oh,
missed it yesterday.
We're going to watch soon.
You're about to see it.
We're going to watch very, very soon. What Monkeys album is best for first-time listener outside of Best Of, says MPH. Outside of Best Of?
Someone's just pulled the plug out of your stomach.
Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn and Jones Limited, as would be my thing. I did something yesterday. I in the clear up, I found something that used to belong to me, and I'm being very, I'm being very. When Mandy's timeout is out, you can let me know, Mandy, and I'll remod you. I found something that used to belong to me, that used to part belong to me and someone else, and because of certain business things, it no longer belongs to me. It belongs to the other person entirely. And I found it, two tapes. And then, as I remembered, there are 2 other tapes. And I thought, I'm going to keep these. I'm going to keep them. And I thought, I should send them, but I don't really want to get in contact with this person because we fell out. And then I sat down and I sent him an email saying, I found these. If you give me the address, I'll send them on to you.
And that, my friends, is growth.
That's growth. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to send this person an email because we fell out. And I thought he's not asked for them. He's probably forgotten I've got them. I could just keep them and it'll be easier. But it would have been the wrong thing to do. So I sat down and wrote him a very polite email saying, thank you for something. Thank you for something. I've got these. Please give me your address and I will forward them on to you. And he's replied, thank you. I will cover any postage. Of course, I will not accept any postage because that makes me the winner. It doesn't. But it was it was one of those moments of, no one knows. I really don't want to. It's the right thing to do.
You know.
It's the right I could not have slept at night without that. So I did that. So that was something that happened yesterday. Growth. Just clearing out the trash.
Good stuff.
Thank you. So you know.
What now?
I like people who can do that. Who can do that? I can't do it. Make it louder, or that can click all their fingers. Some people can click all their fingers. Actually, I don't like people that can do that because I used to know somebody who could do that. I didn't like him.
You like most people that can do that, but not everyone.
So, yesterday I was going to say, I think I had something big to say to you, and I can't remember what it was. Do you remember that? You don't, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I remembered.
Go on.
You know, there is a school of thought that's growing. I've got a frog in my throat. Hang on.
Gosh, building up the tension. Let's see what's happening here.
Miss Old Truck says, you're better than me. I found my ex-wife's wedding dress in the loft. I binned it. She had asked for it too a few years ago. I get it. I have done that in the past. I think I can't.
Where did you have her wedding dress?
I found it in the bin. But you know, each to their own. There is a growing school of thought that there is no such thing as laziness.
Okay.
And that it's actually a form of, not mental illness, neurodiversity. And a couple of people have suggested this to me. And it kind of ties in with ADHD of just having piles of stuff to do. Like you've got the washing to do and you've got the tidying.
But also feeling guilt for sitting still.
Well, yeah, but maybe guilt, sometimes not guilt. But just the fact that you can go into someone's house and there can be piles of stuff and you think, oh God, they're lazy. And they might say, I'm really lazy, I can't be bothered to do it. But actually there's a lot more going on in the head than... But now I'm saying the word lazy. I don't even really know what lazy means. I don't even know what it means. I think it is a made up word. I am buying... Okay, thank you, Izzy. I am buying into the concept that laziness does not exist, that actually the reason some people seem to not do much or do things that others would find important or would do... that it's a form of neurodiversity in the same way that ADHD is. I'm not saying it's ADHD. I think there are traits of it, but I think that
Are you talking about laziness or messiness?
Laziness. I'm using mess as an example of someone, they're too lazy to do the washing. They're too lazy to clear up their house. But you could use that in any other things.
Okay. There's a thing.
Well, have a think about it. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. I think when you put it like that, and then there could be people go, oh, everything's got a thing now. It's just like this, ADHD. It's just naughty kids, and laziness is just. I think there's something in it, and a friend of mine picked up on it, and it ties in with this book that I'm reading, or I've just finished reading actually. There is something in it.
Okay. I find this really inspiring because at the moment, because of a number of things, including the fact that we've all been locked down in the same house for a year and people have just had to let things go, my house is messy, right?
Do you mind if I take a tincture while you're talking?
There's no room for stuff. I've got piles of stuff that's now got piles of stuff on it, right? And I've got to sort it out. And actually, I've started sorting it out because I've started sorting out other things in my life. And I do think sometimes it's linked with the fact that people have been coming in and existing and leaving, right? Yeah. So dropping and going, but no one's taken actual control of the surroundings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, when kids go to school, it's the same thing as the kids coming and going from school. There's always a school bag by the door, right? Really, I could find a place to hang the school bags up. But then you think, well, there's no point because it's coming up to half term and I'll sort it out then. It's that brought out to everything else in life.
Catherine's pulling a sword out, my God.
No, brought out to everything else in life. So now I'm doing this, for example, I'm doing this shift now, which means that I take the kids to school and I'm not there now until I pick up the kids from school, right? Yeah. And then it's into that cycle of feed the kids, sit down with the kids, put the kids to bed, and then so it begins again, right? What I really need to do is just get hold of that domestic situation and all the stuff around it. Does that make sense? I can't go into too much detail because it's not fully my story.
No. But what she's saying is Bigfoot from Bigfoot and the Hendersons has moved into her house.
No, but no, it's not that.
Hang on, Alistair, we know you're there.
It's a situation of, okay, here's the thing. A couple passing the baton, which is the childcare. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And neither one of them having time or the inclination or the energy to go, and now we're all here, let's sort this surrounding out.
Yeah.
It's that, and slowly I'm getting back hold of it. But I realise that it's my house and the state of the house is an extension of the state of my mind.
After the show today, are you sticking around a bit?
Yeah.
Do you want to pop into Rizzy? Because I'm going to get you a present.
Oh, God. Is it a bin bag?
No, it's...
Big buckle of drugs and no top on?
No, I tell you what it is Chris sent this a while ago, and in the tidy up I remembered it. You know the posters he made, Don't Be a Dick?
Yes.
That had the wrong number on?
Yeah.
Well, he sent us the remade ones. And so we have got 3. BAPT, if you're here... Yours is packed up. I'm going to send it today. We're going to the post office. We're sending it today. I think I've got your address. If you're here, just whisper it again, but I think I've probably got it. And there are 2. And I'm going to take ours into a nice shop and we're going to get them framed.
Yeah.
We are going to get them framed because they're beautiful. They are beautiful.
Yeah, and what would be sad is if, because of all the stuff that's happened around the end of this particular incarnation of the show, if they just got left in tubes.
Yeah, and they have been left in tubes. He sent them weeks ago, and I rudely never thanked him or anything because I didn't really want to address it because it, but they Chris, you're probably not here, but I did send him an email saying thank you last night. They're going to get framed. It would take a couple of days because I like the lady in the shop to do it because she's brilliant. And we're going to choose a frame, my treat, and we're going to get them, and they're going to go somewhere. And I've taken the Imani reel to reel. I've got no idea where I'm going to put that because it's so beautiful. I want it. I was going to put it in my bedroom. I thought, actually, I want it where people can see it, but I don't know where. So that's a problem. I don't know where. My wall space, I've taken down your Beatles painting. I don't know. It's in you'll see it in a shelf in there. So please don't think I'm getting rid of it. It's not gone to the garage. It's not gone to the great garage in the sky. It's just I don't know where to put it.
The garage is the waiting room for the dump, isn't it? Really.
I tell you. Can I show you something?
It certainly is in my house.
No. Can I show you something? Come with me. I want to show you something. Sorry, guys, be with you. But Alistair, you can talk. We'll be back in a second.
One sec.
Please don't be racist.
Oh, no, I'm caught up in the wires. Right, hang on.
Hello.
was going to go to bed but it's too lovely to have it on display.
Oh, that's really kind.
My cat's trying to
Hi everybody, hope you're all well. I don't know whether you can hear this, but you can hear me then, chat, can you? Yeah, great. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with those two.
Feathering your nest. I'm nesting, I think.
I wanted to hear what Alistair was. Alistair was hosting the show. Was Alistair putting forward his right-wing propaganda again? Hello, Alistair. Sorry, I hope that didn't seem too rude. I just went and showed Katherine JRKXABCD art. I have put up Katherine as Kill Bill, that you very kindly did. That's in my kitchen now, next to my poster of love and my brass flying ducks that Katherine bought me when I moved in. So
Chris Draper's in the chat. Thank you for those prints. We're going to get them
Where's
sorted
Chris?
out.
Where's Chris?
Here he is.
Hey, Chris. I hope you got the email. I'm so sorry. That was rude of us not to, but we've been overwhelmed by, stuff that's been going on. I didn't really want to kind of address it, so I haven't put any merch up on the site. But they're beautiful. They're getting framed today. BAPT, who has been such a big supporter of this show, is getting one as a gift. We've still got the 3 buggered up ones with the wrong numbers, and I think we're probably going to sell those on eBay for charity. And if you do send over those files, I think we'll make those t-shirts of them, a limited run of 75 t-shirts. Alistair North.
Good morning, Katherine. Good morning, Iain.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Welcome.
First of all, Katherine, I hope that you're not in any pain because of the dental stuff.
I'm not, but I've got a very strange... I can't stop touching it. I've got basically they've left me with a stump that they've put... It's horrible.
Let's have a look, your stump. Oh, look at your peg.
I know. It's like you sunk my battleship. It's like someone's going to put another one alongside it.
I dropped my mini battleship on the floor the other day, yesterday. And
all the bits are gone.
All the bits. Well, no, I've
got one here. That's what it feels like, Alistair. It's horrible. It's a very strange gummy sensation. And I'm starting to wonder why on earth I went through the root canal when I've got barely any tooth left now. But still.
All right, and it's going to be sorted next week, did you say?
They're going to put the rest on. They took a mould and they're going to put the crown on top next week. Yeah, so it will look like a tooth, even though. I mean, what's the bloody point, Alistair?
And I'm fine, Alistair. Thanks for asking. Jesus.
Well, I know you look great. You've been great this morning, and you look on top form.
Good morning, lovely.
Yes. But actually, I was very interested in what you were just saying, Iain, about the laziness thing. 'Cause that is me. That has been me all my life. It really has, and it's very interesting to hear that because. It's just I get like a rabbit in the headlights about things. I've got like a list of things to do, and they can be straightforward, simple things. And I think, I'll do that later. And so forth. And I never get things done. But hello.
Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah.
And it is. I do think. I'm going to do some reading on it because, as you can tell, I have not read very much on it. But I'm going to do some reading. I do. It really makes sense to me. This concept that laziness doesn't exist. That there is something more going on that prevents us from doing stuff. For me as an ADHD, having read this brilliant book, I should see if she'll come on the show actually because she's fascinating. I did tweet her. For me, it is that there's often just a sense of overwhelm, that I'm so overwhelmed by having these things to do. I go,
not doing
can't
anything.
do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get distracted by something else.
Yeah.
And then there are moments when I have to do it. Katherine phoned me up yesterday when I was in the middle of doing these shelves. I had a very lazy day. And then I was in the middle of I just dozed by the fire. And I was really irritated that you had phoned me up when I was in, what I now realise is hyperfocus. I was like, I'm doing these shelves. And I was really keen to get you off the phone because I was focused purely on doing this. It's the strangest thing. I love it.
But I think it's part of the same reason I've not read a book for about 3 years, is that I'm overwhelmed. My head is too noisy. I cannot concentrate on something like that. Meanwhile, God, I think I might have completed YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's done.
And I keep buying books and not reading them.
I've got lots of books that have enticed me, but I just cannot commit to them. It's the weirdest thing, and that's not me at all. I used to read 5 books a week. Bizarre.
Lastly, can I sell the Kinks back to you, please?
Jeez, my God, this is awful.
And choose another artist, please. Or is that not allowed under the rules?
Okay, how much? What's the deal on the Kinks coming back?
What, do I have to give you money?
No, you said you want to sell them. What is the deal you have?
I know why. He's prepping for the 70s Kinks.
Oh, they're awful.
No.
Lucky. Good old look around. Look.
Well, no, 50 pence. You know, I mean, they're not that relevant at the moment. So.
Flipping heck, man! You might as well. It's like you're getting the Kinks and just urinating all over Pete Quaife, who's the bass player of the Kinks. You probably didn't know that.
I'm falling out with them, Dave. I've spoken to David, and we've fallen out.
Oh dear.
Yeah, about that song actually.
Okay, so and what band would you like instead?
Petula Clark, please.
Band?
Huh? You can have artists. You can have. I'm so worried that one of the cats is going to jump up there and knock that mirror over. That's why. Thank you, Lux. Get down. Good girl. Thank you, darling. Okay, so I tell you what. We'll take the Kinks back for free. That's the best I'm offering you.
We're rehoming them.
So we're taking the Kinks, yeah?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Okay, and what else did you want to do?
Petula.
Alistair?
Oh.
Alistair? Hello, Alistair, are you there? Alistair, can you hear us? Alistair? Alistair?
Oh, Alistair, where are you?
Alistair! Alistair, can you hear? Are you still on the line?
I think he's gone.
Let's give him a chance.
5,
4,
3,
2, 1. Alistair! Alistair?
Alistair!
Alistair?
Hello?
Who is this, please?
It's Alistair.
Oh, Alistair, you disappeared. You disappeared. I'm so sorry.
Sod off.
How dare you? First of all, how dare you treat the Kinks with such disrespect? By disrespecting the Kinks, you've also disrespected Pet Clark.
Who are these people?
Let's get the opinion of the Small Faces, another London bluesy rock band. Hello, Small Faces.
Hello there. This is Tony, current guardian and custodian of the Small Faces.
Welcome.
Alistair has kind of beat me to it here, but do you accept returns?
What the hell is going on?
This is flipping awful. The whole thing is collapsing.
You know what it is? They've had him a couple of days, haven't they? Bath day was like last week.
Yeah.
This is the problem with the 60s, you see. They only have a bath once a week, and it's usually after the dad's been in there. They stink.
Tony, you're stuck with the Small Faces. Deal with it. Alistair, you haven't got a band. Deal with it.
And now,
Craig.
into our butcher's shop comes a man looking for a chair.
Is David Bowie gone?
What?
David Bowie wasn't around in the 60s.
Well, he literally was.
No.
Space Odyssey.
David Bowie was not around in the 60s.
He was born.
No, he wasn't. No. No.
Oh, he was still Jones.
He was Davy Jones.
Can I have Davy Jones, please?
From the Monkees?
Yeah.
No, you can't. It doesn't.
You know what that was there? A whim.
That was a grifter.
A whim.
That was like those lads that knock on the door and pretend they're deaf and dumb. Mute, I think we say now, apologies. Who are deaf and mute and are trying to sell you dusters at overinflated prices. And then when you say no, they tell you to F off.
Wow.
That's what that was. flipping it. This is supposed to be a little bit of fun, but with a serious thing of looking after 60s bands. You guys are ruining it.
You're the reason why we can't have nice things.
Advert being played for plebs. I'm fuming.
I know, you can see. Seething.
I'm fuming. What do you want?
If you won't accept the terms, can we do behind-the-scenes trading?
Yes, you can. That is acceptable.
Cool. So can I ask...
This looks like it's going to be in front of the scenes.
Yes, this is very much in front of the curtain.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough. Just ignore me entirely and hang up on me. Bye.
Okay, I will do that.
Takes the fun out of it when they ask for it, though, doesn't it?
It does, actually, yeah. Hang on, let me call this guy back. I'm fuming. He's scared. I bet the small faces are running around singing Ichiku Park and he can't shut them up.
Come on. Pick it up, Jamie.
Hello.
Shut up.
Jalford says, can we do 70s bands now? Jalford, I'm gonna do you in a minute with my fist in the face, not in the thing. And also TOS, I'm not really. I will. McLaren says, I'm setting up an orphanage for any unwanted 60s bands. Okay. Everyone's saying the first Bowie album came out in 69. Okay, please stop saying 69 just because it's a meme.
Who are these people?
Losers. Okay, so, Jesus, what does the butcher guy want?
Chairs from a meat man.
Oh, I'm getting so... We're going to
Hello?
What do you want?
If I can't have David Bowie, can I have Jackson 5, please?
Shut up.
Oh, Jackson 5 from the 60s. Although I do think their first song might have been 69. No. Right, we missed this.
No.
We missed this guy. Oh, who is this? Yes?
Can I have 60s Elvis Presley?
Yeah, of course you can. Who is this, please?
Nelly.
Nelly. You haven't got any bands, have you, Nelly?
No.
Okay.
Elvis.
Let me just check.
What you get with Elvis is...
Big buckle of drugs with no top on.
People out there have been saying I'm strung out on heroin. Well, I'm going to find those people. People are spreading bad rumors about me that I'm strung out on heroin. You heard that, haven't you?
Yes.
Let's find that. It's a great clip. There are people out there that saying I've been strung out on.
Big buckle of drugs with no top on.
I'm going to find those people. It's a great clip. You have got 60s Elvis. Now, the majority of it is pony. You get songs like Do the Clam from Clambake. But you also get the 68 Christmas special, I like to call it, because that's what it was. Well, popularly known as the comeback special, but you get the 68 Christmas special, and you get the beginning. Please be quiet. I'm showing my knowledge. You then get the beginning of the Las Vegas period. You get the beginning when he was still voila. Now you can speak. You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
Let's find. This is such a. There are people out there who've been saying I'm strung out on heroin. He does it like that. It's real. It's in the concert. There are people out there who've been saying I'm strung out on heroin. Who's this? What is this? Why are we getting so many calls this morning?
I don't know.
Hello?
Yes?
Rob?
I'd like to attack in order to claim the small faces.
Whoa! Let me just check the rules.
Off got real.
Just checking the rules.
They've been abandoned.
It's allowed. So you want to attack Tony? Please do your attack, and I'm going to roll a dice.
Yes.
What attack are you doing? Hello, Rob?
Just a little flick in the ear hole.
A little flick in the ear hole.
You sure you don't want to go for a karate chop to the windpipe? That's my
choosing his attack. Katherine, we asked the Magic 8 Ball. Does the attack work?
The ball says... Signs point to yes.
Yeah, man. Rob, you've got the small faces. Tony, you haven't got a bandmate. Rob, yes, indeed. Thank you. We'll update our records. But by the way, if you're on the Patreon, the list gets updated every single day. Hello. Oh, hang on a second. Caller, we'll have to come back to you. We're getting a very important phone call. Hello, Tony.
I've not got a band anymore.
No, you haven't got a band. You're bandless.
So I would like to request a band to fill this empty space.
Okay, do you know what? I like that style. Yeah, that's humble. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to request Led Zeppelin, please.
But it's only 60s Led Zeppelin.
60s Led Zeppelin is all I really like. Led Zeppelin 1, Led Zeppelin 2. All good. Then they get a bit too big for their own boots.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They do.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, but late 60s Zeppelin, all the kind of communication breakdown, good times, bad times.
I don't
stuff.
really know. I've never listened to Led Zeppelin, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to assume that you are correct.
But I can guarantee.
Just give them to me.
They'll stink, but they're yours.
All right, I need to edit. I need to edit your name. I'm just going to call you.
They can't be as bad as a Small Faces. They were just unbearable.
Okay, Tony, listen, I don't want to hear any of your beef about those bands.
Of which more soon, I'm sure you'll be saying they stink. Then that leather.
Then we had, we missed a call, but that maybe that. Then we had Bodell.
Welcome, Paul Carter, our latest patron.
Hey, Paul, thank you. That takes us up to 547. Let's update those stats. Yeah, baby.
It's 547. Closer now to Patreon heaven.
It doesn't say 547 on my record, so I cannot update it. I will wait.
Only just done it.
Someone might have left.
Oh, God.
So people leave.
They do that, don't they?
Yeah, Paul wouldn't do that. Hello, Paul Bodell.
Don't leave us.
Hello. Hi. Nice to chat to you again. Hello,
it is, isn't it?
Iain.
It is. Yes, Alistair is bandless and devastated. That's correct. Alistair, you tried to play the big man, and now you're small fry.
I missed the start of the show. What happened to Alistair?
He got. Where are all the cats going over there to have a little look around? He wanted to get rid of the Kinks and swap it for Petula Clark. I'm afraid he's arrogant.
Okay.
Paul, you'd never get rid of the Velvet Underground, would you?
Absolutely not.
No.
You don't want to swap for a Cilla Black?
I think I'm in a safe position. I don't think anybody's going to take them either.
No. How may we help you,
yes, well, two things. I'm acutely aware. I've bothered you a lot recently, so I'll be brief today.
Sir, Paul, I know what tier you've signed up to. You can bother us out of hours if you want. May God bless you, sir. Thank you.
So, God bless you.
And by the way, no obligation to any of our patrons. I'm saying this because I know where you're at, but also anyone else. If things change, if you don't think you're getting value for money, you just get bored, whatever. If you leave, you go down a tier, you leave, whatever. Thank you for supporting us at any moment in our lives. It is appreciated. No one is judged. They're judged a little bit. No one is judged when they leave. We know that this is a topsy-turvy, crazy world.
Yeah.
Crazy world. Yeah, one observation and one thing I want to show you today.
Oh.
Is
he the pin guy?
I don't think so, but we never know.
It's under my desk. I'll get it out in a minute, but first...
It is.
Subliminal messages, Iain. Subliminal messages.
Yes.
We chatted yesterday about the Velvet Underground and Nico.
Yes.
And Katherine,
I remember.
Yeah, you did an amazing impression. Do you realise, Iain, after chatting about Velvet Underground and Nico, you went and ate a banana?
Oh, you did?
Mind is blown because, of course, we know that Lou Reed was allergic to bananas, and that's what killed him.
And I went to Berlin and got very involved in heroin.
There you go. I was unaware of that, Paul. Thank you. Yeah. It all links up. I hope you're not going to try and charge me for eating a banana because of that record cover. Not. Okay, good.
No. Good. The second thing, the thing I want to show you. This has been 6 months in the making due to lockdown. Can I just show you here?
Hey! Yes, man. Yes.
The Impossible Tour.
Look at that.
Yes.
That's in a parallel universe. Those are sellout, wonderful hit shows. In this universe, didn't happen. Didn't happen.
I finally got it framed. You can't see the writing on it, but there's a little message from you, Iain. Brief. And there's a little message from Katherine.
But my message is love you.
Yes. Oh, can you read that?
Yes.
Love you, Paul. I mean,
yes.
What do you want me to? What more is there to say? That's the love is the ultimate trip. That's the best message you could get.
Words are easy, mate. Words are easy.
And Katherine, very, very good handwriting, Katherine.
I tell you why, and I tell you why I did short messages. I hate my handwriting. I hate it. Yeah. Genuinely, I'm embarrassed and ashamed of my handwriting. I always write in block capitals. I hate it. So writing those things was torture for me. Seeing it there. So that's why. Which is why Katherine did all the postcards as well. Yeah. It is. It really is. It really is. I'm embarrassed by my handwriting.
Katherine says, thanks for being brilliant. Love Katherine Boyle. But I would like to turn that around because I think you two are the brilliant people here. Genuinely, you really are. And I've got so much love. I've got so much love for you two as just genuinely really, really good people.
Can't take it.
And
It's too much
that's all I want to say.
Paul, you're a good man. Thank you very much indeed. It's lovely to see you. I've got so many of those posters in the garage. I think when I get round to putting stuff on the shop, I'm putting some more of those posters up. I'm going to put some more of those posters up. Things that will go in the shop. Posters, a book that we're doing, and the cassettes of the Bootleg Brighton show. I just can't really face
it.
I can't really face doing it at the moment. Yes, Rob. Hello.
Uh-oh.
I'm not doing the thing. Rob, we cannot hear you. We go to the next call. A lot of calls today. Hello, caller.
Hello, it's Mandy.
Mandy.
Which Mandy?
Mandula.
Ooh!
How quickly you forget.
No, because my queen, right, first of all, my queen would say, this is Mandula. So I'm not convinced by that. Secondly, we have never, ever heard Mandy's voice.
We have.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Please be quiet. Whoever you are, we have never heard her voice. At the Tier 3 mob meetings, she would come in, and she would sit quietly and she would be in the chat. She's never called the show. We've never met her. She's never spoken to us ever in her life. So we have no, you please be quiet, stranger. So we have no evidence. What I'm going to do is I'm going to name you, add contact, and we're going to put, possibly
might be Mandy.
Might be Mandy. Might be Mandula with lots of question. Those are all question marks I'm doing. So just because we're not sure. Okay, lady, what can we do for you?
I want Glenn Campbell, please.
Oh, and he was, because I consider Glenn Campbell the 70s, but boy, oh boy, he was churning out some great stuff in the 60s. He was churning out some great stuff. I think, Katherine, could you fact check for me?
Yes.
I think Wichita Lineman, and by the time I get to Phoenix, was 60s. I think. We're just finding out, might be Mandula.
Okay, hang on.
There was a year. Got
1968.
No, you got Wichita Lineman. And by the time I get to Phoenix, I think it was probably about the same time. So it might be...
Gosh, it already knows I want that. This is scary.
Mandula, all one word. Glenn.
1965. Originally recorded by Johnny Rivers.
You've got Glenn Campbell.
Excellent.
Okay,
I was going to ask for the Doors. I'm not sure why you're so reluctant to give them away.
The Doors are not canon. The Doors do not exist. The doors, I don't even know what you mean. Doors that you open and go. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Doors that you walk through. What is that?
You also get Gentle on My Mind, 1967.
Nice.
I have to say though, if the real Mandula turns up,
yeah, you owe her.
You owe her big time.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you, stranger. Could you? What's going on?
Apparently they had a second scrap. That wasn't a scrap.
No, they're dicking around. And by the way, when Pats and George, their brother and sister, when they fight, it's play fighting. There's a real difference.
It's kind of foreplay. Let's be honest.
Okay, Rob. This is like your fifth attempt. If this doesn't work, hello, Rob.
Hello, this is Rob, head of talent at AMC, which is the Always New Depths artist management company.
Oh, nice to speak to you, Rob. Thank you for calling.
To take over his representation due to the extortionate percentage fee he's currently being charged.
Just say that again, please, Rob.
I've been approached by Elvis asking for us to take over his representation due to his extortionate percentage fees he's currently being charged.
Oh, this is from Nelly.
Yeah, the awful extortionate Nelly.
Okay, and so Elvis has asked for this himself, has he?
He has,
Mr. Presley? Of course, as we all know, 60s artists were getting screwed left, right and centre, and that's something we would like to right in the 21st century. I wonder if Nelly is around and if Nelly is able to call in and put forward his case in regards to Mr. Presley.
That is a very serious allegation.
Very serious. Believable, though, because Nelly is trash. Nelly is a scumbag. So, Nelly, I wonder if you are around. If you, maybe I can add him to the... I don't have the technology to add him to the... Well, I do, actually, but I don't know. How would I...
He may have gone into hiding.
Let me add...
Would not look good for this court.
Nelly, please stay there. Please stay. Bear with me, caller. Let's search.
Nell.
Chatted a day ago. What? Let me try. Please bear with us, caller. Let me try Elvis. Did I call him Elvis? No, that's someone else. I tell you what, we're going to have.
Will you two behave?
I tell you what, we're going to have
to be honest, I don't think it matters because there's a break clause in his contract.
Is there?
For such occasion, so it's null and void anyway.
I'm happy to rule in absentia.
Yeah. So, and it's AND.
ANDAMC, the Always New Depths Artist Management Company.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Thank you.
If you could update your records, we'd appreciate it.
That'll be updated straight after the show. Thank you. And do you know what? I don't think that is an illegal kind of band grab like that happened a lot in the 60s. That to me sounds legit. Hello, caller.
Culture. Yeah, hello. Hang on. Elvis is mine.
Who is this, please?
Nelly. The other person's a fraud. I have proof.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's we've just signed it over.
The documents are already at the printers.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm so sorry.
That's the music business.
But you should have been quicker, and you should have treated your artist with more respect.
I was in discussions with Elvis.
Good day. I want to get into the nitty-gritty of it. We're not in the business side. We're the artistic side.
Bod73 says, I just finished listening to the Salford Goldilocks story. Yes, that was in the podcast before last. My goodness, truly brilliant. Crying with laughter.
I have no idea what
you do. Big bottle of drugs.
Oh.
Big bottle of drugs with no top
I don't
on.
actually know what it is. I still don't get it. But I don't know what was going on, 2 days ago. I know what was going on yesterday. I was cleaning up that. I probably won't do that now for weeks, and that's okay. That's okay.
Should we go to Blackpool?
Oh, God. Shall we? Yeah. We've had so many phone calls this morning.
Yeah,
Could you stop calling us, please?
Yeah.
Please stop calling us.
Please don't bother us.
Can I say what's happened to us? Because even I'm finding us funny now. This week, we have been on top form. Can we time Nelly out, please, for, let's make it 3 minutes, please. Thank you. Mandula, by the way, there was someone on the phone pretending to be you, so just be careful.
Want to sort that out.
Might want to change your passwords. We have been on top form. And I tell you, partly, Mandula's gone for a ban. Not my call. That's up to you. She's removed the ban. Who is this, please? Hello, we did ask you to stop calling us, whoever this is. Hello?
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 Hello. Hi, Ian.
Who is this, please?
This is Zermot.
Zermot. Hello, Zermot.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Katherine.
Hello, Zermot.
What can we do for you, please, Zermot?
Right. I would like, please, the 60s Rolling Stones.
Oh.
I was wondering when someone would pick up on the fact that they were still available.
Yeah, I know. I know. Look, Mandula says, sorry, it wasn't her that called in. And a winky emoji. And that winky emoji is, get me help. Get me help, please. Yeah. Thank you, Mandy. Tell me a little bit about why the 60s Rolling Stones mean so much to you. Tell me a little bit about that, please, Emma.
One of my favourite records of theirs is 19th Nervous Breakdown. I think that's about 66, 67.
So it's one of your favourite records of theirs, but it's not one of your favourite records?
Of all time, no, because I like the Stones, but I prefer the Beatles, to be honest.
Oh.
It's not... it's not one of my favourite records of all time.
That was probably true of the Stones' actual management, so...
I do think the Stones are rubbish, and I've really tried. There's a couple
Rubbish is strong.
There's a couple... And I like Angie, I like Wild Horses.
Yeah.
And I like the song they did about 6-7 years ago about zombies. They did a song about zombies. Do you remember that?
No.
They did a song about zombies. It's called Doom and Gloom, right? And it's surprisingly a brilliant song. But apart from that, I just think, what?
Is it because they talk like that?
Well, they don't. They don't talk like that.
No, that's more wuzzer. No, how does he talk?
All right, Keith. We're all doing the man from Stella Street impression of him, right?
No, I'm not. I'm doing the impression of the old boss's mother who used to work in the. She used to talk like that. Oh, of course, it was one thing after another. She used to talk like that. She was wonderful. I love her so much.
Here's the thing. You've got the stuff. The 60s Rolling Stones. They're yours. That's done. That's done. That's yours.
Mm-hmm.
I will allow you something that we haven't done before, and this is an experiment. This is like in the 80s.
What are you doing?
In the 80s, they brought out the New Monkeys. In the 2000s, They brought out the new Partridge Family with Emma Stone. I am going to allow you. You don't have to. The Rolling Stones is a really dumb name for a group, right? I'm going to allow you, if you would like, to rename the 60s Rolling Stones. On the strike of midnight on December the 31st, 1969, they become the Rolling Stones again. But if you want, you have the power to rename the Rolling Stones. Would you like to accept that offer?
I would.
What would you like to call... and listen, the first answer... We have to accept your first answer. So the first name that comes out of your mouth is the name that they have for the entire 1960s. What would you... The first words you say will be their name. What would you like to call the Rolling Stones?
Okay, bearing in mind...
bearing in mind. That's a strange name. Okay, bearing... How would you spell bearing? B-A-B-E.
They'd spell it bearing.
Bearing in mind. Okay, so the 60s Rolling Stones. I did say the first thing that came out of your mouth. I went back and I re-specified that. Yeah. We got the tape. Here we go. Look, it's the owner of OK, Bearing in Mind.
Yeah. Sorry, call dropped out.
No, we didn't. I cut you off. You have.
Oh.
Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back all the way from United Kingdom. Would you please welcome with a hit? I can't get no satisfaction. It's the OK, Bearing in Mind. And you got on Ed Sullivan for free. You got on Ed Sullivan for free.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Speaking of show business.
Okay, bearing in mind, let's go to Blackpool. And do you know what? Let's go to Blackpool. I nearly said it in a way that would have actually have sounded racist. I was going to...
Okay.
I can't say that. And it wasn't meant to be. I just, wankles all over again. Right. Zermatt, if you're in the chat, lick your wounds, deal with it and man up, Snowflake. That's what I say.
Nope.
Grow a pair of balls. Should have been those scruff. It doesn't matter.
Not your band.
I said the first thing that comes out of your mouth, and you said, OK, bearing in mind.
The Scruffy Oaks are not your band. The OK, bearing in mind are.
Right, we are... by the way, let me just play 20 seconds. Doom and Gloom.
Doom and Gloom.
This is from about 6 years ago. We played it once on Three Counties. It's a great song. That's all we can play. Okay, we're going to go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Katherine, could you update us, please? But you can call at any point 0203 286 6370. We will be taking your calls. Katherine.
Previously on Pleasure Beach, Schnorbit, no, not that one. Not that one. Possibly that one.
We just don't know.
Is trying to get pregnant. Unfortunately, she can't be bothered. This lady here is also desperate to have a baby, and she has resorted to using...
Well, she's got a very sad story, actually. She lost her baby.
Relics at Ripley's Believe It or Not.
We don't mean old man's dicks. We mean actual relics, possibly from Africa.
Yes.
Fertility.
It should be in a museum.
Dolls.
But apparently you can get pregnant just from touching them. The dolls.
And she's touched it and she felt a tingle in her tummy.
She felt a tightening, didn't she? In her tum-tum. And what else? Oh, missing children. Fighty, chucked off the parky. You're up to date.
You're up to date. Let's get in. Let's enjoy.
Hot ice.
Halfway through.
Bit of a damp squib.
Yeah, damp squib. Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Someone sent us on Twitter, and I didn't listen because I do not.
No one's found a Pleasure Beach. Yeah.
A Pleasure Beach. Someone sent us some Blackpool
and someone
jingles.
got married and they went on the big one.
Oh God, this story, did you see this story?
Yes.
Oh my God, oh my goodness days, oh my days. Bracknell Go Ape, that's the one I take my boys to, closes for the day after person falls from tree top ad adventure. Oh my days. You know my story with Go Ape, right? A person taking part in this is the one I take my boys to. It's the one I used to take my boys to and not anymore. Right? Oh my days. Oh my days. The founder of Go Ape, whose popular Bracknell Centre was forced to shut down for the day after a person was injured when they fell from the treetops, says it may have been caused by a product failure. Oh my days. Some people out there have been saying I'm strung out on heroin. I'll play that in a second. It's a great clip. Right. South Central Ambulance Service has confirmed paramedics were called to the popular outdoor activity centre. They found a person on the ground who it is believed had fallen around 7 metres from trees above. Manny says, I will never trust a rope again. Depends how you're using it. No details of the injuries are available, but they were treated at the scene and taken to the Royal Berkshire. Go Ape said the person was taking part in the Treetop Adventure Plus course at the site. The incident meant the centre was shut immediately, as well as 24 other courses around the country. The company says the incident may have been caused by a product failure. Go Ape founder Tristan Mayhew said on Saturday, May the 22nd, a participant was hurt on the Treetop Adventure Plus course, which led us to immediately closing it in all our treetop sites.
Oh.
Managing risk and safety is what our business is built on, and we could not take our responsibilities more seriously. That's not for 7 metres. We deeply regret what happened. I bet you did. Because you're going to get a lawsuit. As the founder, I am personally so sorry. Having investigated, we are leaning towards a possible product failure as the cause. Don't lean too much, you might fall. And we have shared this information with the manufacturer. The system, designed by one of the world's leading rope course manufacturers, has been used safely over 2.5 million times. It doesn't matter about the 2.5 million. It's the one. We have identified an immediate and simple safety fix. Now, this is interesting because what they've done, when we went to the course that I went up and couldn't do, this was already in place. With the introduction of an additional safety line, I can't highlight as you can see, to act as an independent secondary backup, we are confident that the same problem can't happen again. Most courses, you've got one cable. The course we went to, you had 2 cables,
right?
Which I thought was a faff. Now I think it's a lifesaver. Our mission has always been to create adventure and to encourage everyone to live life more adventurously.
Oh, dearie me.
I want to start the conversation. I've started the conversation. That is. Listen, of course, but JR would have taken the risk.
Get those bloody kids
up on that rope. Get those bloody kids up on that rope. That's not a bad impression.
That's quite
good. Get those bloody kids up on that rope. Let's quickly can I just quickly find Elvis Presley? A lot of people saying I'm strung out on heroin. It's the most amazing. This will get us DMCA'd. Elvis is audio. Strung out.
There it is. Strung out speech.
People have been saying I'm strung out on heroin. There we go. This is an amazing audio. We won't play all of it. It goes on for quite a bit.
I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines.
I don't pay attention to rumors. I don't pay attention to movie magazines. But
They don't read them because they're all junk.
This is live in concert, by the way.
I don't read them because they're all junk.
And, no, I don't mean to put anybody's job down. I'm talking about they have a job to do, and they got to write something. So if they don't know anything, they make it up.
They don't know anything? They make it up.
True. I've been to journalism college. That's
what you do.
That's one of the classes. Yeah.
Got anything to write today?
Make it up.
So in my case, they make it up. When I hear rumors flying around, I got
people are saying I'm strung out on heroin.
Sick in the hospital.
There is no video, Sam. It's pure audio. You can see him. I think the video that we are watching is detracting from the essence.
You know what Elvis looks like, right?
Imagine that. And that moving. Yeah.
People saying I'm strung out.
I was, in this day and time, you can't even get sick.
In this day and time, you can't even get sick.
Well, you can.
Not in this day and time, you can't. Not in that day and time, you can't. This day and time, you can.
You are strung out. Oh, by God, I'll tell you something, friend. I have never been strung out.
I've never been strung out.
Strung out.
In my life, except on music.
And sex. And drugs.
And cheeseburgers.
When I got sick here in the hotel, I got sick here that one night. I had 102 temperature. They wouldn't let me perform. From 3 different sources, I heard I was strung out on heroin.
Would you indulge me? Could I? It's too delicious to not, isn't it? Let's. It's too delicious to not. It's having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Discard projects. Yes, discard. Yes, okay.
Strung out.
And they should record. Here we go.
Different sources I heard I was strung out on heroin. I swear to God, hotel employees, Jack.
There we go. Let's just bear with. This is this will be. Well, I think that maybe it was. There we go. Let's just get that, and let's have a.
I was strung out on heroin.
There we go. Let's. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? Export that.
Always new depths. Excuse me, the ANDAMC did not receive a request to broadcast our client's audio. We'll be forwarding an invoice for payment before
Katherine,
taking legal action.
Would you like to tell him why his legal action is wasted? This is 70s Elvis. You have zero claim.
Read the standing orders.
You have zero
Read them and
claim.
understand them.
You have zero claim.
You have no authority here.
I will not have you disrespecting my king. Trashing my king, wasn't it? That was it.
Trashing my king. What a prick.
What did I call that? Let's go. What did I?
He had a go at that fella, that professional shit stirrer. Had a go at the lad that got null point in Eurovision for us, saying that the truth is it wasn't anything Brexity. It was a rubbish song sung by a rubbish guy. And said rubbish guy got in touch and went, I'm really sorry you didn't like the song, but at least I didn't storm out.
He's just a
blocked.
Strung Out already exists. So where are you then, please, Strung Out? Where are you then, please, Strung Out? How does the alphabet work? PQRS. Where?
Well, before all the T's.
Right. Okay. Let me just. This is. Sorry. I do apologise, Elvis. This legal team is doing their best
to block it.
To block it, and actually, it is nothing. It is nothing to do with you. I think it's this. I think.
Oh goodness me!
What? Please get out of my mainframe. Get out of my mainframe. What? No, that's not it.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, we're gonna. Please get out of my mainframe. You're turning what should be a little bit of fun into a ball ache.
Serious business.
Strung Out. There we go. MP3 file. Can I grab you from there? No, I can't. Why? Where are you stored?
I was strung out on heroin. Strung out on
please,
heroin.
Okay, we get it. I just want to.
Strung out on heroin.
I just want to drag it. Where are you stored? Where is it stored? There, it's stored there. It's on desktop. Jeez, why would it go to desktop?
Default.
No, it should go to the Patreon file. Oh. We're having fun. Sitting and a hugging and a kissing in the back seat with Fred.
Dirty Fred.
Dirty Fred. It's like, I think they're sisters in the song, aren't they? Five little... No, it's not, I don't even want to say that.
5 little girls.
I think it is 5 little girls.
It is.
Are they little? We know...
No, I think it means, hey, little girl, are you going to...
But we know that young girl is in a propes. He's saying, victim shaming.
You better go because otherwise I will not be able to control myself.
Young girl, get out of my mind. My love for you is way out of line.
Better run, girl.
You're much too young, girl. That is disgusting, and stuff like that.
What about only 16?
Only 16. Well, Dr. Hook sang that, so that's okay then. And of course, Ringo. You're beautiful. You're 16. You're beautiful, and you're mine.
Maybe his daughter. Maybe.
You come on like a dream. Peaches and cream. Lips like strawberry wine. If that is his daughter, I'm going to be honest, that makes it even worse. That makes it
I've never had strawberry wine, have you? Or cherry wine?
They sing about fruity wine in a lot of songs.
I know. Yeah.
Hang on.
I was strung out on heroin.
Okay.
Was that before Baby Sham?
They
or Lambrini?
There's that song, isn't there, that they would play. Oh, there's that old song. Like strawberry wine. You know that song? I remember hearing it on Grease a lot. Is this it? This is
That's
it?
a Chromebook with built-in virus protection. So you can click with
Goodbye.
confidence.
Not
With
interested
no
in
more
your
of this,
advert. Not interested
and a
in
lot
selling
more
your
peace
piece of
of mind.
junk.
It's going to play the whole thing.
Not interested. Oh, they can't hear it because I'm talking over it. I'm clearing my... It's the wrong song. There's like an old song. Strawberry wine. Here we go. Summer wine I'm thinking of.
Strawberries, cherries, and an angel's kiss in spring.
Now, I need to get into Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra because their stuff is insane. Their stuff is insane. He would write, I think he wrote them. He would write the most, like bonkers songs. This isn't particularly one of them.
I tried to get up, but I couldn't find my feet.
Their song, Lee and Nancy Balloon, right? I don't know much. I don't know. But listen to this, right? Oh, is that? That's not a video for it, is it? Oh, no, it's up and away. All right, listen to this. This is worth getting DMCA for.
Sometimes a man and a woman spends 30 or 40 years together, and they don't belong together. And then one day, one of them tries to leave, and does, but in a most peculiar way. Woman, one of these days I'm leaving. These days I'm leaving you for behind. And on that day you'll be grieving.
Then she comes in.
Woman, I don't mind. Look out in the backyard. Cause red balloon.
It's going up in a big red balloon.
Just get a taxi. It's like a faff.
You're nothing but an old fool.
Oh, it's like a modern Jackson.
That's all you'll ever
modern.
You're nothing but an old fool. You know you'll never leave me.
Hey, they're just the most insane duets. They're like these little stories. They're nuts. I don't know much about. Anyway, back to Elvis.
They sound a bit Johnny and June-ish to me.
There's an element of country, a bit of brass in there, but very... Anyway, Elvis. I was strung out. If you remember so far, Elvis is saying he was not strung out on heroin. And that they're... Anyway.
Bellboys, freaks that carry your luggage up to the room.
Freaks that carry your luggage up to the room.
No, freaks that used to carry your luggage up to the room.
People working around, talking. Maids. And I was sick. I was getting...
Mucamos.
That's not a Spanish term for them.
Mucamos.
The doctor had the flu, and I got over one day. But all across this town, I was strung out. So I told him earlier, and don't you get offended, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to somebody else. If I find or hear the individual that has said that about me, I'm going to break your goddamn neck, you son of a bitch.
I'm so sorry. Could you indulge me again just one more time? This is the last one. This is the gift that keeps on giving. We are going to Blackpool. I promise. I'm just going to play this and record it. I won't send it. I will do that later on. But
ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to somebody else. If I find or hear the individual that has said that about me, I'm going to break your goddamn neck, you son of a bitch. That is dangerous.
We're watching a montage of Elvis doing slow karate.
If anything required a "you okay, hun" response, it's that.
We are watching Elvis showing that he can break people's necks by doing slow karate.
Dangerous.
With people he's
that
paying.
Is damaging to myself, to my little daughter, to my father, to my friends, my doctor, to everybody, my relationship with you, my relationship with...
When he says his doctor, does he mean the one that's...
Yeah.
You on the stage, it is dangerous. I will pull your goddamn tongue out by the roots!
The roots of the tongue.
Everyone knows
of the tongue.
You plant a tongue seed, you water it.
Tongue growth.
Thank you very much. Anyway.
Thank you. Ian does end it with thank you very much.
Of course he does.
He does end it with thank you very much.
That's what happens when he's pulled the tongue up by the root. Takes it.
Let me get out of this mood.
Oh, it's so good. Right, okay. But that's the fun. That's the fun of the fair. And speaking of fairs, and speaking of fun, and speaking of tongues and roots, we go now live to Blackpool.
Announcement going out for a little boy who's lost on the park somewhere. He's all the way from.
I was looking for the thing that someone sent us, but I couldn't find it. Good luck.
Manchester, and he's wearing a stripy T-shirt with Kids Club written on it.
So we're looking for someone. Okay, we're looking for a kid. We can help. We can help.
Stripy T-shirt, Kids Club.
Kids Club written on it.
Stripy T-shirt like Where's Wally?
Ooh,
we're in.
This is how it was invented.
The biggest problem here with families is that they tend to...
Shorty's asking, who owns Elvis Presley? The ANDAMC owns 60s Elvis. That's as far,
and they are litigious.
That's all we know. They're very litigious. I don't want to get involved. We would never play 60s.
lose a lot of children. Well, actually, we don't get lost children. We get lost parents.
Good one.
The children always know where they are because they're in Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Oh, this is great, actually. As young Roy Orbison. This is great because what he's done is he's flipped that over and... no, it doesn't make sense because the parents know where they are as well. So no one... I think he's arguing that no one gets lost. It's impossible to be lost. You always... Wherever you go...
Well...
Hang on. There you are. Wherever you go, there you are.
I think that it's just another way for him to not do anything. Like he didn't do anything when he thought there might be a bomb there.
Yeah.
Well, he did do something. He had a cup of tea
had a fag.
and a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And watched the time.
Pretty woman walking down the street.
Excellent.
Yes, man. He's dreaming up. He's already thinking, travelling Wilburys.
I drove all night to get to you.
Was that all right?
I don't think it is all right because he's creeping in.
Yeah.
If it was all right, why are you creeping in, Roy?
Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? There's another one. The 80s. Hiding in plain sight. Hiding in PS. HIPS. Hips. Hiding in plain sight. Always remember, if you listen, when we're dealing with paedophiles, always remember hips. I don't think that's the best acronym you could use. It sounds a little bit sexual. They win again.
The parents then end up panicking because they're not sure.
Mate, leave it alone.
He has got the laziness syndrome. We're calling it the laziness syndrome, LS. Unfortunately, he's suffering from a bad case of LS, laziness syndrome. Why are we having so much fun? Our lives are shit at the moment.
And
Our lives have turned to shit.
My soul is in bits.
I've
never had this much fun. I need a wee as well.
We'll have a coffee
but
break.
They're my plans for the day. How about yours?
The children are. And I suppose in the course of the day...
Oh, no, don't put your head through there!
Oh, dear.
Do not put your head through there.
Like today, we'll probably handle about...
His head's not stuck. His body's just not followed it.
Well done. You got the job.
The world according to JR.
Even 40. Lost parents. Not lost children.
Vic seems to have lost her daddy. I've not read any of the other chat. I've just read her last comment. So if anyone wants to be Vic's... Actually, no, don't, because you'll take that the wrong way, you dirty...
Is that child smoking a cigarette? Is that a bifter?
It's just the roach. There's hardly any weed in there.
Children.
Eating it.
No, it's these idiots.
Cadbury Dark Milk.
What? Excuse me?
The richest and creamiest chocolate Cadbury has ever made.
I fancy a chocolate banana.
Now available as rich, creamy desserts.
I did something really bad last night.
She pissed on the sofa.
I didn't. I managed to get up in time.
In someone else's
this
house.
Time. No, you know that there's a 99 shortage? Well, I've had about 4 snack-sized flakes in the fridge for ages.
I tell you what I've got.
I ate 2.
I tell you what I got going for me. A 69 shortage.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
Very old-fashioned, the 69. Very old-fashioned.
It's a classic. It's a design classic.
4 flakes. 4 flakes in your fridge.
And he ate 2. That means 2. That means 2 less.
2 less. You do the maths. You do the maths, please.
I should have eaten all of them, and then it was as if they never existed.
I tell you what is a con. Paris says, "No, don't bother overpriced guff that chocolate." I disagree with you on that.
I don't want chocolate
but
guff.
I do think. Well, I do think if you back to lick it, eat. If you, I do think Whispers are a con because it's like 30% air.
Yeah.
You're buying an air bar.
Well, no, aero you're thinking of. A whisper is quite solid, really.
Okay, I'll give you that.
An aero, that's the con. That is the con.
$4.99, that's $396. Thank you.
Mime artist, a meal for two with a horrible view.
I think I don't really want to go there. I don't. Let's move on. My kids are going to, one day when I'm dead, my kids are going to watch this. I won't watch it when I'm alive. Relic Chris, hey, thank you for the raid the other day. Chris, it's lovely to see you. Chris, let me just remind myself, you were the person
choose your own adventure.
You were the choose your own adventure. Here we go. Here we go. By the way, I love your hair.
Yes.
That was partly what drew us to you, was your hair.
Your hair used to be like that.
No, it was not. It was never as good as that. There we go. A little bit of casual racism. We like that. No, we enjoyed that. Chris was a lot of fun. He was walking through a shopping mall, and you could decide what happened. It was good. It was good, and you're getting some good numbers on those views. Congratulaziano. Chat makes me wear stuff. Abandoned railway exploration. Whoa, no way, man. I don't want to get involved in that stuff. That stuff is no. I'm not getting involved in that stuff. That's haunted. Hot and sunny. French man takes you on an adventure. Chat makes those. Love it. I thought your channel was great. We like to raid, and then we kind of sort of don't really get involved. But I enjoyed it.
We really like the concept.
I enjoyed the concept. I enjoyed the vibes. I've told you already. I think the hair is great. You're going through to boot camp.
You get 4 thumbs up.
There you go. 4 thumbs up. Can we get the link? Can we get the link, please, for Relic Chris's channel? I thoroughly recommend. I give everyone permission to go over there and click the follow button. I've followed, haven't I? Yes, I have. Go and click the follow button.
Do it now.
Anyway, it's an absolute pleasure, man. Absolute pleasure. We like highlighting people that we think are doing something a little bit different. So well done. Thank you. Well done, you. I didn't mean to sound patronising, but well done. I mean, I'm going to say it. I mean, it's what I mean. I'm saying it. There we go. Oh, where's the volume?
It's a bit grown up.
All right. Sorry,
Find them in the chill aisle.
Go away. It's the advert still.
I want a moose now.
There we go.
Oh, now I want a dog. A randy dog. I don't think that's a safe way to carry a big dog like that.
I want a sexy chauffeur.
I'm in the mood.
Thank you, Chewy.
Are they taking it to another one? Because they tried the first one and he wasn't up for it.
You're taking it in leather pants. Sorry, excuse me. In pleather pants.
I'm in the mood.
This is why we've never made it in showbiz, because I don't know how to dress like a showman.
Turns out.
I don't know how to dress like a showman.
But is the showman Siegfried and or Roy? That's the showman.
My artist, they must take hours to get anywhere. Yeah, with the dog's head sticking out the side.
Right, this is it. Off you go. Good girls. Here you go.
Sniffing already.
Imagine that's his casual day wear. Don't watch. Come on. His face.
He's darker than he was earlier. He must have caught the sun in Blackpool.
He's been to St Tropes.
He's watching two dogs have it off.
That's the face.
Watching two dogs have it off. Dirty, dirty bugger.
I know, that one's saying, do you mind? Not in front
Don't
of
let
kids.
the kids watch it. We need to get hips involved in this. You can't use that. You can't use the acronym, sir.
The right time to be with the one.
No, come
on.
Turn the camera away.
You know when.
You bet it is.
Do you think the dog pumps the air when he gets lucky?
Oh, was Lucky going in afterwards? He's got a row of them, like a queue.
The dog cheering him on.
There's a little head popped out then. Hello, Georges.
Baby, God knows you so far away. I'm in the mood.
Fertility statues.
I'm in the mood, baby.
He or she, I don't know which that is all shagged out. Oh, they should have shown that shot but someone re-edit it so that shot is in the middle, just as he's mounting.
Like in the old-fashioned days where you'd be watching a romantic part of a film and it was suddenly there'd be fireworks or a...
Can we time Vix out for 2 minutes, please, saying this show today is so funny?
Is it serious?
Implication being that we're not funny any other day.
I know.
And that this is actually serious.
That's like when people say, you look really nice. You got today.
There's a great, I can't remember what sketch it is, otherwise, like Monty Python sketch where it's, I think it's Terry Jones and Carol Cleveland are in bed and they're about to have sex, and it shows the thing of like, rockets going up and stuff, and then
Crashing
it shows
waves.
Yeah, no, it's things going up, but then it shows like big chimney stacks being blown up and collapsing, and things coming down. I don't know what sketch that is, but it's very funny. Right, onwards.
His full name is Matthew Thomas Busby.
You're not going to tell us where his address is. I mean, it's a bit late now. He's probably older than me, but...
McAvoy.
We've got a parent in guest relations that's... Or two parents.
I tell you what,
Get him out and move it on.
McAvoy.
We've got a parent in guest relations that's...
What is that game called? Ski
Two
Ball?
parents.
Hang on, go back. There's Tommy Guns and...
Ski Ball? I want to play some Ski Ball. Are you laughing now, Vix?
Skee ball, yeah, you're right, skee ball.
You frickin', I said.
Oh, careful.
You frickin' laughing now. Tell her.
Stop it.
No, be firmer.
Please stop it.
Better, thank you. There we go, good. Why is that Frank Sidebottom? Yes, it's a Frank Sidebottom Ouija board. My good friend Margaret Harris, you can't really see it there. That's Frank Sidebottom Ouija board. It only contacts Chris Seavey or Little Denise.
It really does.
Thank you.
You know. Or two parents. Lost a child. Been lost for an hour.
An hour?
Listen to this. Listen to this guy who I'm suspicious of. Oh, hello. To the camera.
Guest relations. That's or two parents.
Oh, hello. And his friends are like, why have you said hello to? And then he points it out.
Got a parent in guest relations. That's or two parents. Lost a child. Been lost for an hour.
Dickhead. Dickhead. Look at the finger of a dickhead. We're filming. Stop it. It's like whenever, if you are...
There's a lost child.
This is serious.
Idiot.
Vix has learned the lesson. I'm hoping. Whenever you all know this, whenever you are... well, maybe you don't. You've only filmed in a field with a donkey. Whenever one is...
filmed outside a court.
Okay.
And in a road.
Were people honking their horns?
No, but sometimes people would walk past behind you and go... like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
but walking, imagine that.
You just say, you look really nice today. Time her out for 3 minutes.
The thing is, right, that compliment is a slow riser. So, you look really nice. Thanks very much. You say thanks very much as they're saying today, and then you realise...
3 minute time out for that.
Oh, it was a jab.
I will not... read this. Don't be a dick, don't be a Vix. It's what I say. Actually, I'm going to start saying it. Thank you, Mandy.
People.
You know, you've seen the clip of the BBC reporter, shall we say, in Leicester Square talking about the pandemic, and someone with a plague mask comes up and stands.
Yes,
It's a very funny clip. Very funny clip. My kids really like that clip.
I'm just going down to see if I can help.
They did.
Right, so the kid's been missing for an hour. Now he's going to go and see if he can help. And he's going to help. I'd be shouting at someone.
How long have you got after this?
Well, I need to do school pickup.
Okay, so not long enough to go to the hot dog place in Aylesbury.
Oh, don't do this to me!
She did it. I haven't done anything. She did it. She did it. This girl did it. She planted the seed that we go to the works.
Let me make a phone call.
Are you going to do? So this little girl, who's probably dead now...
And this is me being passerby.
Hey, Kath, put the kettle on, please, love. Let's put the... There you go.
Oh, where's my phone, though? I can't
This little girl has prompted Katherine to be a bad mum.
No, I'm going to arrange childcare. If I was a bad mum, I'd just go. Let's just see.
Oh, my God. Oh, my days. Don't be a dick. Don't be a Vix. While we're waiting for Katherine, the phone lines are open, guys. We're having so much fun today. We're having a lot of fun. Hot dogs are greater than kids. That's correct. Or we could finish. Hey, we can finish the show early as well.
dog purposes.
When we could finish it now.
You'd understand, wouldn't you?
Mandula is Mandula's thing. Mandula said you could finish the show early.
Well, they have hot dogs on. Yeah, by the time we get there, it'll be lunchtime. Come on.
Wow.
See, chase the joy, man.
Yeah, okay, all right, bye.